Safety is freedom. Henry's Avalanche Talk, or HAT, is a group of professionals who take their freedom and adventure very seriously. Keeping things safe out there is an essential part of that freedom. Do stuff like this, it's just nice to be alive. "90% of the time, the avalanche victims set the avalanche off themselves, or someone in their group set it off, and sometimes it's someone in another group above the victim. And that's a very important thing to remember. My interest in avalanches began with a very close call many years ago. It was the first time I'd ever skied in the big mountains of the European Alps. It was also the first time I'd ever skied in the backcountry, or off-piste as many people call it. Before that, I had only skied in small mountains where there was no danger of avalanches, but I had a high standard of skiing combined with a passion for deep snow and off-piste in the big mountains. The fact that I had no mountain knowledge to go along with that passion made me fit the perfect profile of an avalanche victim, and I almost became one. Luckily, I wasn't taken in the avalanche that I set off, because if I was, I probably wouldn't be here to talk about it today. Our objective with the Henry's Avalanche Talk is to awaken you to some of the dangers that exist out there by giving you some clues about what to look for instability, and also give you some ideas about how to reduce the odds of you being taken in an avalanche. And that's really where our motto, safety is freedom, comes from. It's just getting out there into a beautiful place, having a lot of fun, but keeping it safe at the same time. This is the north face of the Promontour. A bit of an overhang there, a bit slabby at the top because the last snowstorm there was some wind loading on top of a weak layer that's been building up all winter long. It was a weak layer of depth or gobelet as the French call it. And so it took a little bit of thought before we jumped in there, because obviously it's quite exposed. You can see the cliffs underneath the tracks there. And so if something lets loose there, even if it's a small slab, it's going to take you over those cliffs. So definitely a lot of thought before we go in there, before we went in there, but certainly very, very worth it. If you are taken underneath the snow and you're not getting out of it, you want to make an air pocket in front of your mouth. The reason you need to have an air pocket in front of your face is to take up the carbon dioxide that will build up around your mouth and kill you in 15 minutes. In this situation, it's crucial to have an avalanche transceiver, a shovel and probe pole, and hope like hell that your friends know how to use them. So now I'm going to hand it over to the Henry's Avalanche Talk team. So sit back, enjoy the presentation, and hopefully we'll have inspired you to love the subject as much as we do.